Hello, hello, welcome to stream. We're doing MossClan this time. Welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry it's midnight. I tried to stream earlier, things were just going on. It's only 3 p.m. here for me. One second while I grab some papers. That's a loud background noise. Apologies. Let me grab a pen real quick. I've been organizing stuff, but it's at that stage where now I kind of forget where I put stuff. Anyway, we're gonna be streaming MossClan. I don't want to jinx anything. We do have a song shuffle for the challenge for a verbal sneak peek. If the song Oleander plays, then I will give you a verbal sneak peek. Again, only I'm the one hearing the music, because I don't want to get copyright stricken. But yeah, let's just time skip. I see immediate births and deaths. Piper Archer's small cut is no longer bothering him. Lake Spot's bruises have disappeared. Yes, Oleander by Mother. Chasing Zune comes to Tin Willow feeling like her weak leg is going to collapse. Closeness can bring aspects to any new relationship. Chasing Zoom glows with contentment, flushed with the thrill of her new romance with Wheatheart. Wheatheart found new love. Love that. Oleander Caw was sharing prey with Cramig. Hello. It concerns me how long this is. I feel like someone important died and everyone's grieving them. Dust Bunny had a bad fall while taking a walk through the territory. Maki Ivy's skin is starting to feel feverish around the area of the wound. Looks a bit worse than it did yesterday. Wheatheart just can't be happy, huh? Yellow Cough killed Flickertooth. That's so sad. Rest in peace to one of Milkhair's kids. Watching her own vigil. Lightshade calls out some eager kits, and after they all situated themselves, he starts telling the kits a thrilling story of times long past. Gracklepelt also died. I expected that, though, because Gracklepelt was old. Rest in peace to you, though. Yeah, the kit that was named after Wheat's sibling, too. Burdock Paw always wanted to help her clanmates, but didn't want to heal or fight. She chooses to become a mediator apprentice. Yes! Ashleep really needed one. Minkpaw purrs so hard that she's shaking as she touches noses with Jasmine Aster. Breeze Kit's soreness is gone. Surprising Silverback, the first thing that Breezepaw does after her apprentice ceremony is gather moss. And Sunkit is becoming a medicine cat. Okay, then. I think we have a lot of them. Knock on wood, don't kill all the medicine cats, please. That's a game that is not my permission to kill them all. Shadowpaw is apprenticed to Heatherfur. And there's the grieving. Wheatheart fusses gently with Flickertooth's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed her. He wants to remember her for what she was in life, not like this. Nobody can comfort him during the vigil. He's absolutely inconsolable. That's sad. Yeah, Model Iris might retire by the end of the year because now there's 5 medicine cats. But we'll see. Skystar had a nice Chaffee cat for another clan at the border. Leap Swirl's cowering in his nest during a rough storm. Model Iris is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Alpheus purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Tin Willow purrs as he listens to Cragkit talk about nothing in particular. That's so cute. Chestnut Days is the one that became the mentor. Made a mess of the herbs and is panicking. Sunpaw recently gave a wonderful speech to her fellow apprentices that boosted morale. That's so cute. She's charismatic and a picky nest builder. We're, gonna have to use traits to do the heavy lifting. Solid colored cat. Was Tin bloodthirsty? Oh. I don't remember you being bloodthirsty. I thought you were just cold. Forgot her parent is cardboard? Yeah. Ashleep is feeling sassy today. And you chose one of your kids as an apprentice, who is trying to do too much at once and defeatedly asked Jasmine Aster for help. You are shameless and a restless sleeper. Ooh, we're gonna get a mediator for dream skill. Let's do some mediating, by the way. So, first off, I want to get rid of this because I realized there's a lot of dislike. Okay, that went down a lot. Good job. And then let's get rid of Model and Flint, because that's a lot. Okay, it went down a little bit. Peachy is feeling gloomy. Silverback jumps around while on patrol. Cardboard is enjoying the warmth of New Leaf. Wheatheart had a nightmare about being on his own. I'm so sad. You can't get one thing of happiness, can you? Dust Bunny is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. 1 second, I still have Discord over, and that usually makes the stream slower. Forgot to close it. There we go. Aiden is wishing to be more like Leopard Spot. Sad. Lake Spots is remembering simpler days of fondness. Stormy Wing tries to set a good example for younger cats. Leaf Cave is giving some advice to Copper Speckle. We can check out Melcare if we want, since we got a mate. Watching over a clan ceremony. Cute. Chasing Zoom is pretending to be busy. Trickle Blotch is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Sharp Daisy is sparring with some clanmates. Storm Speckle saw a big scary dog today. Rubble Spider somehow got roped into watching Burdock Kit for the day. Twilight Fur wants to compliment Aiden's fighting techniques. Oleander Caw is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Flintmore is telling Piper Arch a story. Tamagotchi is reevaluating her morals. Maki Ivy doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Cloudy Chomp is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Basalt Rock wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. Freeze-Tooth had the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Speaking of apprentices, I have to remember that they are not old enough to actually leave the camp yet. Because this is MossClan. They leave at 8 moons. Copper Speckle. Oh, I see I see a comment chatting about what I just said. Thank you for the reminder. Staring off into space, that's not good. Jasmine Aster, make sure to check on a clanmate who's having a rough time. Hal Shade is looking forward to finding more prey. Milkweed Mass had a nice chat for Loner. Perch Dew helps out around camp in between his duties. Did I remember to kill Turbo? Yeah. Wow, there's only Kramig outside the clan? Oh, that's sad. I don't know. I don't remember where I was. Looking forward to finding more prey. Hiding his tears as he comforts the others about Flickertooth's passing. Oh boy. Cavepaw wonders if Wheatheart was a good apprentice. Liarpaw thought she saw a cap, just a two-legged object that looked like one. Minkpaw is feeling proud, so starting from Minkpaw and on, none of them can actually go on patrol yet. Breezepaw is wondering what living with two legs must be like. You're loyal. You're childish. You're compassionate. Shadowpaw saw a big scary dog today. Icy Pelt wonders if MossClan thinks she's a waste of space now. Stop that. Rainmask listens to a kit's complaints, even if they seem trivial. I wonder if Cragkit is complaining about not being an apprentice yet. Piper Arch is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Shriekbumble declares that she will fight alongside the warriors in battle. Oh boy. Cragkit is annoying older cats. Yeah, I think it was Cragkit. Anyway, patrol time. Before we do anything, gonna do all the fake ones. Before I forget. Fake patrol, you're not doing anything. And patrol time. So let's send out Stormy Wing, you can got with Tin. Hello, we're looking for fresh buds. Exhausting day, Tinwillow starts chatting with Stormy Wing to pass the time, but they have nothing in common. Oh boy. Leaf Cave can go out with Flintmore, Lightshade, and Milkweed Mask. Practice new hunting techniques. They practice conversation turns to prey and which animal tastes the best. Leaf Cave might completely disagree with Lightshade on his frankly terrible taste in prey, but both cats learn a lot from each other regardless. And then let's do a solo. Oleander Caw. I'm a little scared, it's at the border. Jakeland apprentice on the wrong side of the border holding prey. He sees the young cat off with stern warning and then brings the prey back to MossClan camp to report the incident. Silverback can go out with Peachy Freezetooth. We see a squirrel. Narrowly miss it. Another random solo. Dust Bunny. Hello, Loner. We're very full. I can do Chestnut and Perch. I think I already sent out Perch. Or Perch is not available. But I can do that next moon. For now, Chestnut can go. Nope. Perch Dew is indeed there. I just forgot I could click the arrows and the game randomly chose Perch. Hello, Date. We're getting Moss. Good job. Chestnut has a crush on Perch Dew. Can we have a Sky solo? Okay. Badger set. Okay, Stakeout. Good job. And then Leap Swirl can go out with Hal Shade, Tomago Spot, Liarpaw, and Chasing Zoom. Big old patrol. Badger on Viper Clan territory. Leap Swirl's not willing to let any cat die to a badger, and he orders the patrol to continue on while he waits on the Viper Clan patrol to come by to give them a warning. Cardboard. Galaxy Clan sent. Lost Galaxy Clan apprentice. Chuckles and guides them home. Thank you, Cardboard. And then Aiden can go out with Jasmine Aster. Good chance to practice new hunting techniques. Slightly different pouncing variant he's fond of. And then Basalt Rock, Trickle Blotch, Heatherfur. They Sun. Sharp Daisy, Lake Spots, and Rubble Spider. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. And then Cloudy Chomp, you can take out Cave Paw. Yeah. Cave Paw admits that he had a conversation with Kitty Pat on patrol yesterday and doesn't know whether being friends of a kitty pet was being disloyal to MossClan. Quickly reassuring the distressed apprentice, Cloudy Chomp promises him that no, being friends of a kitty pet doesn't make you disloyal, so long as you always put your clan first. Thank you, Cloudy Chomp. Adds in about 1 minute. Model Iris can go out. Getting Catmint. Good job. And then Alpheus. Blackberry leaves. And raspberry. Cool. So that was the first moon. Wasn't the best, but could have been way worse. Rest in peace, Flickertooth and Gracklepelt. Time skip. I see births and deaths again. Ashleep died. Burdock Paw has no mentor. At least he died of old age. Rubble Spider was loitering around the J-Clan border looking for a cat. Dust Bunny's bruises are gone. Maki Ivy no longer has an infection. Copper Speckle has healed from his cat bite. Breeze Paw tossed a snake out of camp before it could bite someone. There's ads right now, I think. After learning about Ashleep's death, Rainmask can't seem to catch her breath as fits of sobs and cries come over her. That's so sad. Minkpaw trusted Ashleep to keep her safe her whole life, but that time together has been cruelly cut short. Bitterness and rage floods her. Oh boy. Sorry, but there's a song playing I can't say the name of, but let me pull it up. And you can just see what I'm thinking of, because it's very funny that this is the song playing. Let me just 1 second. You know, for the brief moment of seeing That If You Did by Bo Burnham. If you know that song, it's very funny, but I'm very sad that Ashleep is dead. Okay, let's look at everyone. Skystar was startled by a fluttering bird while on patrol. Leaps Roll hopes that he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Model Iris is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw. Alpheus is checking up on the warriors. Tinwil took a long walk on his own to mourn Ashleep in private. Sad. Let me cross off everything I wanted to mediate with Ashleep if Ash got an apprentice. 1 second. Because there was actually quite a few dislikes involving Ash that I wanted to mediate, but that's sad. One second. There we go. Chestnut Days respects Leaf Swirl's forward effort as deputy. That's nice. Sunpaw tries to do too much at once and asks Rubble Spider for help. Burdock Paw defensively states that she doesn't need any comfort about Ashleep's death. That's so sad because now she's the only mediator. That was her mom. Oh boy. Let's see, let's try to mediate. Probably not the best to mediate your mom right now, but, like, this is a thing going on, so we kind of need to. Didn't really go down. Makes sense. Everyone's grieving. Peachy wants to go hunt. Silverback crashes through the bushes and ruins a clanmate's hunt. Cardboard thought she saw a cat, but it's just a two-legged object. Wheatheart reminisces about his time with Hollypaw. Interesting. Dust Bunny found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Aiden is looking forward to finding more prey. Lake Spots is looking forward to finding more prey. Stormywing is giving some advice to Shadowpaw. Leaf Cave doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Chasing Zoom makes every patrol into a competition. Trickle Blotch thinks they are hearing things. Sharp Daisy daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Storm Speckle wants to train. Rubble Spider shows that he can still run and jump around like any other cat. Twilight Fur is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Oleander Claw is thinking about a strange two-legged object. All the burdock cats get done so dirty by Clangen, yeah. Flintmore saw a two-legged kit playing for Kitty Pet. Tomago Spot daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Maki Ivy enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Cloudy Chomp is laughing with friends. Basalt Rock is craving the taste of bird. Freeze Tooth is startled by fluttering bird while on patrol. Copper Speckle can't keep up with Leaf Cave. Jasmine... I keep wanting to say Jasmine Easter. Jasmine Aster is soaking in the New Leaf warmth. Halshade had a nice chat with Loner outside clan territory. Milkweed Mass purrs as a cold breeze hits her. Perch Dew almost got lost near some two-legged nests. Heatherfur is soaking in the New Leaf warmth. Lightshade had more energy than he knows what to do with at the moment. I see a question. Weak leg. Whoops. K-Pop rudely walked away from a conversation that bored him. Liarpaw saw Sunpaw almost use the wrong herbs. Sounds about right. There's a bunch of crushes going on. Leap Swirl has a crush on Trickle. There's Silver Model, there's Model Piper, there's Chestnut Perch, Silver Piper, Silver Leap, Trickle Chasing, Twilight Howl, Twilight Maki, Tamago Basalt, Maki Freeze, Copper Basalt, Jasmine Basalt. I need to cross off Flicker because Flicker's dead, but Flicker had a crush on Milkweed. And Piper Streak are like the main crushes. There's a couple more between cats that already have mates, but those are specifically the ones that didn't have any mates. Minkpaw is bounding for the territory, scaring away all the prey. Breezepaw got startled by a squirrel. Skystar went on a solo last moon, and if you're the same person requesting that, I feel like you're just trying to kill Skystar. Startled by a squirrel. Shadowpaw daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Icy Pelt can't wait to take a nap later. Raymask insists the warriors eat before her. Piper Arch thinks that times have changed for the better since he was young. Streak Bumble is drinking water from a nearby stream. Cragkit is annoying older cats again. So let me go do the fake patrols before I forget, because you guys are not old enough. Whoops, wrong apprentice. Let's see. Trickle Blotch, Liarpaw, Chasing Zoom can go out. Don't. Thank you. Lake Spots, let's send you out with Dust Bunny. They're training. Really nice to have space to focus with a good training partner to work on things with. Dust Bunny feels light and free when she's with Lake Spots, and she can't help but admire the way the sunlight gleams on his pelt. Sky and Cloudy of her apprentice, they can be an unwilling third wheel. I thought... Oh, they don't have an apprentice. Cloudy was just taking out someone else's apprentice last time. Hello, Badger Set. Is this all Skystar is gonna do this year? Let's see. Random solo. Rebel Spider. Marks the border, encounters a J-Clan patrol doing the same. Includes a young apprentice whose eyes go round and fur fluffs up and encountering a real MossClan cat. Rebel Spider plays along, acting very impressed with the hardworking apprentice. The apprentice's mentor purrs gratefully. That's very cute. And then Heather Fur can go out with Tamago Spot in Leaf Cave. Scent of a Mouse. Narrowly. Okay, I got a notification I disconnected and reconnected. Stream might have, disappeared for a second. Are we good? Are we still here? We still here? I don't think OBS liked that milkweed mask died. She's only 20 moons old. Well then. Purge Stew, let's send out Basalt Rock and Sharp Daisy. I will point out that while Flicker did have a crush on Milkweed, Milkweed had, 0 relations with Flicker. So it was pretty one-sided, but... Hello, Shrew. Narrowly misses it. Cave Paw and Copper Speckle. Hello, Bird. Narrowly misses it. Halshade, Peachy, Aiden, and Flintmore. Hello, Patrol. Flintmore got Frostbite, great. Let's send out Alpheus and Tin Willow and bring along someone. Stormywing. Are you gonna talk about the Elder Leaves again? Yes. Yes, you are. Thank you, Alpheus. Jasmine Aster, Cardboard, and Leap Swirl can go out. 2-on-1 fighting. Leap Swirl suggests that he and Cardboard team up against Jasmine Aster. Jasmine Aster tries to keep his eyes on both his clanmates at once, but Leap Swirl and Cardboard find a rhythm together and Jasmine Aster can't keep up. After the match, Leap Swirl and Cardboard agree they'll have to try out these moves in a future skirmish. Silverback can go out with Model. Model Iris has noticed how Silverback is pushing herself. The patrol continues on as normal, but when Silverback returns to camp later that day, she finds something special waiting for her in her nest. Very cute. Chestnut Days. And we get Catmint. Good job. And next moon, all the apprentices should be old enough to go out. The bursts and death... Never mind, I was gonna say the bursts and deaths could just be Milkweed, but Icy Pelt died. Rest in peace. Stream is freezing a lot. It might be my internet. "178 moons old is pretty impressive, though. Wheatheart is no longer grieving. Lake Spots has gotten heat exhaustion. Trickleblotch got rejected by Leap Squirrel. Chasing Zoom recovered from her joint pain and then got attacked by rats, but managed to fight off every single rat, but got injured. Hello, Stag. Who are you? Silverback fought a rogue named Stag. Hello. A wise great teacher who's 113 moons old. Oleander Caw got heat exhaustion. Maki Ivy healed from his bite wound. Cave Munch. Okay, Skystar. Interesting name you got there. Declares him to be a full warrior of MossClan. Skystar, that just sounds like he's eating the moss off the cave walls. Adds in 1 minute. Breezepaw got a scratch on part of her body she can't feel. The wound went unnoticed until the stench of infection began to waft from it. That's not good. Cragkick got heat exhaustion. And Milkweed Mask and Icy Pelt have died. Saving. Cave Munch yearns to consume the moss. Nom nom nom. Minerals. Yummy salt. I love all your comments, guys. You're very funny. He's a lawnmower. Skystar is giving advice to Freeze Tooth. Leap Swirl is cowering in his nest during a rough storm. Model Iris left the territory to gather an herb from a spot she used to know. Hi, Quasar. Icy Pelt died. Milkweed Mask died. Flicker Tooth died. Grackle something died. An elder. Wheatheart got together with Chasing. Hello, ads. I'm gonna hydrate because everyone is dehydrating. Ashleep died as well, yeah. But did get an apprentice before doing so. Alpheus has the urge to wander. Tin Willow misses the warmth that Icy Pelt brought to his life. Tin Willow seems like a silently grieving type of person. Chestnut Days saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Sunpaw explores the territory of Breezepaw. Burdock Paw was found to be faking a bellyache, earning a stern lecture. Okay. Let's see. Can you, mediate that, maybe? Thank you. Peachy is sparring with some clanmates. Silverback refuses to take training seriously. Cardboard is wondering if clouds are as soft as they look. Wheatheart had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Cave Paw, soon to be Cave Munch. Oh shoot, I got moss. Skystar. Oh nice. What? Cave Paw immediately starts to munch. Okay. Disappeared all day to explore the territory. Aiden wants to critique Chasing Zoom's fighting techniques. Lake Spots guarding camp. Stormwing picked the best spots in the burial ground for Milkweed Mask. That's sad. Leaf Cave saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Chasing Zoom is padding back and forth across camp. Trickle Blotch wonders how Perch Dew is doing. Sharp Daisy is batting at a clanmate's tail. Storm Speckle sucks up to the leader and deputy by offering to lead every patrol. Interesting. Revel Spider is finding Leaf Cave annoying. Twilight Fur wants to be chosen as the new deputy. Oleander Caw can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Flintmore rubs the nursery walls of lemongrass to deter snakes. Interesting. Tomago Spots is thinking about leopard spots. The spots, I see. Maki Ivy sharpens his claws. Cloudy Chomp is just so popular lately. Basalt Rock can't get anything done with this heat. Freeze Tooth is playing a prank on Chasing Zoom. Copper Speckle wants to climb the tallest tree in the territory. Jasmine Aster is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Halshade wants to compliment Flintmore's fighting techniques. Perch Dew takes a part of Milkweed's nest to put with his own, clinging to a fading scent. Sad. Whoops. Heatherfur misses the warmth that Milkweed Mask brought to her life. Pippi and Kit Kat are like cuddling right now. They're like spooning. It's very cute. Lightshade pretends to be busy. Cave Munch is regretting not going to sleep earlier. Liarpaw feels proud of the progress she's made. So yeah, Cave Munch. Great name. You're cold, a great speaker. The point that we can barely see. And then Liarpaw feels proud of the progress she's made. Minkpaw has been training very hard recently. You're grieving. Breezepaw is also grieving. Couldn't escape in time before Kit's piled on her. There's only one Kit, though. Shadowpaw can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Rainmask gives some plump fresh kill to a clanmate instead. Piper Arch spends the day collecting trinkets around camp for the Kit to play with. Streak Bumble wants to spend time alone today. He ate his point markings. Crag Kit is feeling perplexed and is currently sick with heat exhaustion. And patrol time. I think the only new apprentice that's able to go out is Shadowpaw because the other two are grieving. Oh, and the medicine cat. Shadowpaw stops her and asks with a serious look in her eye if Heatherfur will teach her some advanced battle moves. Shadowpaw admits that sometimes she feels the pressure of being loved and relied on by so many cats. If she knew she could protect her clanmates, Shadowpaw would feel a lot better. Heatherfur agrees to help, touched by her reasoning. We can do a chasing and wheat date, but Liarpaw has to tag along. We're going hunting. We got a bunch of prey. We can do Leap and Sky. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. And then let's send out Sunpaw with Chestnut. We're looking for Burdock. Good job. Sunpaw spots some plantain leaves. Chestnut Days chuckles to herself softly as the apprentice attempts to fit the leaves and roots into her jaws to carry back. That's cute. Cave Munch. Let's send you out with Copper Speckle and Halshade. Hunting patrol with an eagle. Dives into the water, keen to make a play to steal the fish, but even though its talons are occupied keeping grip on its prey, the eagle's huge wings pack a buffeting punch, and they're driven back, giving up the idea of scavenging. At least no one was hurt. Aiden, Rebel Spider, Stormywing. 2-on-1 fighting. He and Aiden team up against Rebel Spider. They discover that Rebel Spider knows them better than either of them realized. He anticipates their every move, knocking away their strikes easily. I love that for Rebel Spider. Jasmine Aster, Peachy, Sharp Daisy, and Dust Bunny. Hello, rogues. Great. Love that. Okay. They're terrifyingly coordinated and use the patrol's momentary surprise to their advantage. The patrol cats picked off one by one. Only a couple managed to escape the slaughter. Jasmine Aster died. So many young deaths. Maki, Ivy, Perch, Dew, Freeze Tooth. Practicing teamwork, guys. Well, Maki Ivy decides at least he knows how much MossClan needs to work on their cooperation. Oh boy. Hi, Alki. Tamago Spot, Trickle Blotch, Cloudy Chomp. Hello, small dog. Hisses at it. Skitter's back. Let's send you out with a warrior. Cardboard. Cardboard comments on what she could not help but think of what legacy she would have. I didn't talk good. We got Horsetail. And the end of their life to Star Clan did not mean it was the true end. Leaf Cave. Let's send out Basalt Rock and Lightshade. Hello, Badger on Galaxy Clan territory. Thank you for telling Galaxy Clan. Galaxy Clan would appreciate that. Tin Willow and Model Iris. It's a nice spot to sun. Sunlight feels great. We got Ragwort, Catmint, and Plantain. Good haul. And time skip. Sharp Daisy will always love leopard spots but moved on. Lake Spot's heat exhaustion has abated. I'm hoping that's just about Jasmine, the births and deaths. Chasing Zoom's pelt is looking much better. Model Iris wasn't looking where she was going and tripped. Flintmore managed to get rid of her frostbite. Maki Ivy was rejected by Freeze-Tooth and then got heat exhaustion. Heatherfur overdid her last sparring session. Twilightford's broken bone is healed and then got their tail badly injured by a fox. Liarpaw has been named Liar Cloud in honor of her valor. Did you have your girlfriend on your mind? Burdock Paw travels the Hornet Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes. Mink Paw is no longer grieving. Cardboard got heat exhaustion, so did Shadow Paw. Crag Kids went away. Cragpaw is mentored to Liar Cloud. That is a young mentor. His claws dig into the ground as he glares up at the sky. Doesn't really quite make sense because I think that's just the adopted bio parent in game. Copper Speckle is grieving. Jasmine asked her. Okay. Sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Leap's Roll was recently caught humming to himself. Model Iris is checking up on the warriors. Alpheus saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Tin Willow is feeling silly. Chestnut Days thinks about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Sunpaw gossips. Burdock Paw regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile. Anything with Alpheus I was supposed to do? Yeah. Let's mediate this. Went down a little bit. Peachy found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Silverback is so bored. Cardboard tries to set a good example for younger cats. Wheatheart curses a squirrel that just got away. Dust Bunny can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Aiden is sparring with some clanmates. Lake Spots daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Stormy Wing correctly recognized Lake Spots from the thumps of his paw steps alone. Leaf Cave helped bury Jasmine Aster, leaving his favorite prey at the grave. Sad. Chasing Zoom pretends to be busy. Trickleblotch tries to set a good example for younger cats. Sharp Daisy pretends that the mouse she's chasing is a bird and she's a hawk. Storm Speckle is looking forward to the next gathering. Revel Spider is debating swimming to cool down. Twilight Fur had a nice chaff of loner outside clan territory. Oleander Cog cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Flintmore chats with Chestnut Days about what it's like to be Medicine Cat. Tamago Spot is hoping Rainmask will tell her a story. Maki Ivy purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Cloudy Chomp saw Two-Leg petting a loner. Basalt Rock is craving the taste of shrew. Freeze-Tooth was startled by a fluttering bird while on patrol. Copper Speckle is thinking about his life choices. Halshade was recently caught humming to herself. Perchdew wants to critique Cardboard's fighting techniques. Heatherfur is playing a prank on Stormywing. Lightshade is feeling underappreciated. Cave Munch is wondering if Gracklepelt is doing well in StarClan. Larryclow wants to compliment Rebel Spider's fighting techniques. Minkpaw says she doesn't want to do anything today. Breezepaw is proud that she has become stronger despite her struggles. Love that for her. Shadowpaw almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Cragpaw has Minkpaw very engaged in a very tall tale. You are charismatic and a picky nest builder, and you'll go out in 2 moons. Rainmouse can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. There's ads in about 1 minute. Piper Arch is enjoying his retirement under the sun. Shriek Bumble is playing a prank on Flintmore. Someone mentioned the Dark Forest. Picking a fight with another member. Well then. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. MossClan has 2 paralyzed cats. For your fun fact, a cat can become paralyzed in Clan Gen. I think there's ads right now, but let's see. You can't really go out, so fake patrol, do not proceed. Let's see, Flintmore, you can go out with Basalt Rock. Nice chance to get out of camp. Let's see if we can do any crush ones. Bouncing around, infused with energy. Every creature on the mountains is out enjoying the weather. What is Minkpaw's new mentor? Sharp Daisy. Sorry, Wouldn't You Like is playing right now. My mind just kind of went like, ooh, song. Lake Spots chase away a dog. Leaf Cave can go with Aiden and Lightshade. Hello, Badger. Thank you for telling Galaxy Clan. Oh, never mind. Galaxy Clan couldn't, never ran into a patrol. Hal Shake can go out with Dust Bunny and Freeze Tooth. Wouldn't you like a taste of magic? Wouldn't you like And Silver and Model go on a patrol together next moon. Yep. Let's send out Minkpaw and Sharp Daisy. With Sharp Daisy in the lead, the cats round a corner on the mountain path and come across a flat mountain meadow. Is this the hummingbird one? Yep. Minkpaw sticks her nose down into the soft dew-covered meadow grass, searching for prey scent, but Sharp Daisy's tail flicks under her chin, prompting her head up. She gasps. Above her, a male hummingbird hovers, full breeding plumage flashing brilliantly in the sun. Stormywing can go out with Tin Willow again, though last time it didn't go well. Stormywing notices how hard the medicine cat is pushing himself. Feigning tiredness, Stormywing is able to convince Tin Willow to take a break. While relaxing, Stormywing makes sure to tell Tin Willow how great he thinks he is and how the whole clan owes him so much. Tin Willow's fur goes warm at the praise, and he spends the rest of the patrol unable to look Stormywing in the eye. That's very cute. Wheatheart, let's send you out with chasing. Are you gonna eat prey? Nope. Good job. Let's do a big patrol. Perch Dew, Heatherfur, Rebel Spider, Skystar, Cave Munch, and Peachy. Hello, Hornet Clan. Nice conversation. Let's send you out with one of the medicine cats. Never mind, 2 of the medicine cats. Going to an oak. I kind of doubt that Cloudy Chomp was climbing an oak tree, but okay. Alpheus can go out. Looking for garlic. The mallow and garlic will certainly restock the herb stores, which are close to Alpheus's nest. Yay. It's his punishment for saying the same joke over and over. Gets mullein and plantain. Okay, I see births and deaths again. Rainmask is no longer grieving. Streak Bumble fell into a sinkhole and was never seen again. I do support Buff Cloudy Chomp, by the way. I see all the chats. But Streak Bumble. What? Oleander and Maki Ivy recovered from heat exhaustion at least. Copper Speckle is no longer grieving. Heatherford no longer has scrapes. Burdock Paw is traveling to J Clan to resolve some recent border disputes. They go well. And then got attacked by rats. Burdock Paw is trying to put in the work. She's so stressed. So overworked. Breeze Paw's wound is no longer infected. Shadow Paw's recovered from heat exhaustion. Storm Speckle's leg is better, but it's weaker. MossClan is shocked by Stormwing's outbursts of wails and cries at Streak Bumble's vigil. He flees camp to process the shattering loss. Sad. Yeah, Streak murdered a cat. It kind of seemed like in Skystar's ceremony, the cat was kind of okay with it. Was it Tulip Beetle? Yeah. Doesn't want to talk to Rockbright. What is Rockbright up to? Proud of Sunpaw. What's wrong with being proud of Sunpaw? It kind of seemed like an accident from what I, looked through. It seemed like they were just kind of arguing, and then she, accidentally killed him on the Thunder Path. But we'll keep an eye out. Because if I remember correctly, her gaze snaps at Tulip Beetle, amused her to take heart in the life he's about to give. As Tulip Beetle touches her forehead, a life for bravery surges through her, filling her with a resolve she's never felt before. Interesting. Anyway, Skystar thinks that every little tickle on her fur is a spider. Very relatable. Leaps Roll lashes out at any cat who checks on him after Streak Bumble's death. Sad. Model Iris doesn't understand why cats make rules that she has to follow. She is old now. Old lady. Old grumpy lady. Alpheus saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Tin Willow thinks that he'd be an amazing leader. Interesting thought when you're a medicine cat. Chestnut Days grumbles when a warrior asks for herbs for a simple bellyache. Sunpaw can't wait to take a nap later. Burdock Paw is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Let's try again with Trickle and Rain. Can you guys hate each other a little less? It went down a little bit. Peachy climbed up a tree and nearly fell out. Silverback is bounding for the territory, scaring off all the prey. If we still have 5 medicine cats by the end of the year, I'm gonna retire Model. Because we don't need 5 of them. Wheatheart can't find Flintmore anymore. Anywhere. Dust Bunny tries to set a good example for younger cats. Aiden can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Lake Spots is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Stormwing enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Leaf Cave tries to set a good example. Chasing Zoom wants to go hunt. Oh, Burdock Paw is doing amazing. Burdock Paw is just understaffed. Trickle Blotch tries to set a good example for younger cats. Sharp Daisy is making up songs and encouraging others to join in. Do you like the song Edward by American Murder something? American Murder Song? Because that's the one playing right now. Speak to me or murdered. Storm Speckle guards camp. Rubble Spider is purring gently. Twilight Fur doesn't want to go on dawn patrol. Oleander Caw can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Flintmore was recently caught humming to herself. Tomago Spot is wondering if the Star Clan is watching over cats outside the clan. Maki Ivy is waiting for Cave Munch to return to camp. Cloudy Chomp is finding the... I love these names. Chomp. Munch. Finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Basalt Rock saw a two-leg petting a loner. They're missing a Snarf. We need Snarf now. Freeze Tooth is playing a prank on Piper Arch. Copper Speckle is talking to himself. Halshade doesn't want to go on dusk patrol. Perch Dew saw a pair of two-legs near camp. Heatherfur saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Lightshade has more energy than he knows what to do with. Cave Munch, just not his day today. Liar Cloud is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Mink Paw is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Breeze Paw puts MossClan first. Breeze Paw seems like a sweetheart. Shadow Paw purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Cragpaw has Burdock Paw very engaged in a very tall tail. You're still 7 moons, so you're not going to go patrol yet. Ringmask saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Piper Arch feels his bones creak as he walks. Oh boy. So, fake patrol. Fake 1, do not proceed. Thank you. I kind of want to send out Sunpaw with some of the other apprentices and only some apprentices, so let's send it out with Minkpaw and see what happens here. The Element Eaters, Cloudy Chomp, Cave Munch, Freeze Tooth. I mean, we did also used to have a Flicker Tooth with you saying you need a fire one. Sunpaw and Minkpaw leave camp together to gather herbs and refresh MossClan's stock of some basic necessities. A short ways out of camp, Minkpaw stops Sunpaw and asks with a glint in her eye if Sunpaw will show her where deathberries grow on MossClan territory. Oh boy. Sunpaw snorts she isn't so mouse-brained that she'll tell Minkpaw where to find deadly poison, especially not when they have a task to accomplish. Minkpaw sighs and resigns herself to gathering regular old herbs. Horsetail, Ragwort, and Elderleys. That's honestly really impressive for 2 apprentices. Yeah, a little concerning. Storm Speckle can go out with Lake Spots and Trickle Blotch. Are we gonna steal? Yep. Stole from Galaxy Clan. Freeze Tooth, Cave Munch, Sharp Daisy. Practice teamwork. Everything seems to be going well until Freeze Tooth trips over her paws and introduces her muzzle to the ground. I mean, Sunpaw was the one keeping them away from the deathberries. Leap Sproul can go out with Oleander Caw and Flintmore. Flintmore says that she had a vision. And we talk about it. Let's do one solo. Dust Bunny. Is she doing a good job pursuing what's important to her? Her thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Oh boy. That's not good. returns a little saddened but also reinvigorated and ready to do better. Let's do a big patrol because there's so many cats. Rebel Spider, Wheatheart, Tomago Spots, Breeze Paw, Heather Fur, and Copper Speckle. Hello, we're going hunting. Rebel Spider thinks he has a vision from StarClan, and we talked to him about it. Lightshade can go with Chasing Zoom. Hello, Eagle. Got a large amount of prey by using the eagle as a scout. Skystar, let's send you out on a date. There's ads in about 1 minute. Mouse, Cloudy Chomp gets it, good job. Aiden can go with Perch Stew. I think I sent your mentor out without you, oops. Lyre Cloud has an idea for squirrel hunting. Good job. Leap Squirrel is Streak Bumble's kid. I feel like he has siblings. Yeah, Stormy Wing and Rebel Spider is the adopted, like, grandkid or like, nephew or something. Basalt Rock, Peachy, and Maki Ivy. There's ads right now. Basalt Rock interprets the instructions as an invitation to practice the most primal and innate cat instinct, pouncing on her clanmates, twitching tails of contagious merps of glee that spread throughout the patrol as the game catches on. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Howlshade, Leaf Cave. Hornet Clan send. Hornet Clan Medicine Cat. There's an herb shortage and they're wanting to borrow something from MossClan. Okay. I'm gonna send all the medicine cats out, and if they find babies, I'll let them take the babies, but I hope they don't. Nope, there's a dream. Model Iris tells Chestnut Days about the dream she had. Stares at Model Iris with a cold look, telling her to figure out her dreams herself. Oh boy. Doubtful someone like Model Iris would have a vision. Good job, guys. No births or deaths. Maki Ivy is looking for someone on the Hornet Clan's border. Silverback healed her claw wound. Freeze-tooth scrapes are gone. Ooh, Twilight Fur's mangled tail is infected. Aiden has a running nose. Model Iris informs Burdock Paw that though her ear has healed well from the tear, there's still permanent damage done. Burdock Paw will struggle to hear out of that ear for the rest of her life. Cardboard's heat exhaustion has abated, and Storm Speckle has green cough. Meanwhile, Skystar is wondering, hey, has StarClan given any prophecies lately? Leap Swirl cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Model Iris saw a big scary dog today. Alpheus is checking up on the warriors. Tin Willow saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-leg garden. Chestnut Days thought she saw a cat, but just this two-leg object. Sunpaw is playing a prank on Trickle Blotch. Burdock Paw is glad it's not so hot out, and you currently have partial hearing loss. Peachy is guarding camp. Also, let's mediate something. I think Burdock's getting their name next moon. Just for some happiness, let's do some shipping. So, it's one-sided. I would like it to no longer be one-sided. Thank you. Were you always shameless? I feel like you had something before that. Peachy guarding camp. Silverback wondering if Shadowpaw was chosen for the next gathering. Cardboard is padding back and forth across the camp. Wheatheart wants to compliment Cave Munch's fighting techniques. Dust Bunny tries to set a good example. Aiden tries to set a good example. Leg Spots wants to critique Chasing Zoom's fighting techniques. Stormy Wing is crushing leaves under his paws. Leaf Cave saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Chasing Zoom brought Chestnut Days and herb to identify. Trickle Blotch wants to critique Sharp Daisy's fighting techniques. Sharp Daisy wants to set a good example for younger cats. Oh, my 3DS is still on. I should turn that off. Sorry, I looked over to the side and saw the light was on my 3DS. I was trying to hunt for a shiny Chespin in Pokemon Y. And I left my DS on. There we go. Storm Speckle is looking forward to the next gathering. Thank you for the good luck. I'm at 100 resets. And it's Pokemon Y, so the resets are kind of brutal. It's 2 minutes long. Rubble Spider is crushing leaves under his paws. Twilight Fur wonders if they would be better as a mediator. Oleander Cobb wants to critique Leaf K's fighting techniques. Flintmore is crushing leaves. Tamago Spot is asking Burdock Paw a confusing question to test them. Interesting. I think Burdock Paw is going through enough right now, Tamago. Maki Ivy is grooming himself, making sure every whisker is in place. Cloudy Chomp always manages to turn the mood into a lighter one. Salt Rock doesn't want to go on dust patrol. Freeze Tooth is crushing leaves under her paws. Oh boy, good luck with your egg hunt. A million cutscenes upon thee. Copper Speckle is cleaning the clearing of fallen leaves. House Shade saw some wandering two legs today. By the way, anyone who is interested in my shiny hunting, random ramble, I'm trying to shiny hunt the team that I have randomized for Pokemon Y while I play it, so it's gonna be full odds. I have many difficult hunts during that, including I need to find a female Combee. So wish me luck. Honestly, when I get to more mindless hunts where I'm just walking around in grass, I might shiny hunt that during streams. While I'm doing this type of stuff, I might also be on the side just shiny hunting and looking at the DS. We'll see. Perchdew thought he saw a cat, which is a two-leg object that looked like one. Heatherford doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Lightshade is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Also, the team is going to be named after chess pieces, if anyone's interested. So, the Chespin will be Knight. Cave Munch wishes that it was easier to talk to his clanmates. Liar Cloud leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Minkpaw wonders if she can train late tonight. Bruisepaw cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Shadowpaw is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Cragpaw is spending considerable amount of time grooming. Rain Mask had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap, and Piper Arch had a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Cragpaw, I believe, is old enough to go out now. Hello, Kia. Freeze is in fear, but Liar Cloud comes up next to him, bats a stone down the slope. The bird shrieks startlingly loud. And did you hear that crack from my back? It was kind of loud. The bird shrieks, waving its wings around. Liar Cloud offers it a branch from a shrub, dangling it like playing with a kit in the nursery, and the Kia merrily hops after it. Later, Cragpaw apologizes for being scared and is shocked when Liar Cloud tells him that no, Kia are very dangerous. Ooh! Congrats on your shiny Ralton Moon. Basalt Rock, Oleander Caw, Sharp Daisy, and Minkpaw. Hello, Badger. Thank you for telling, nope, no Galaxy Clan cat this time, but we tried. Yeah, my spine's fine. It's all that shrimping from being an artist, you know? Wheatheart, you already went on a couple dates. Let's send you out with Ruffle Spider and Chasing Zoom. Never mind, Chasing Zoom still wanted to tag along. Nice practice session, picking up a good selection of new tricks. By the way, I did make a blue sky, but there's nothing on it yet. But it does exist. Peachy, Silverback, and Breezepaw. Wounded Cat. We'll proceed on this one. Nope, never mind, they died. Whisper Spider was such a cool name. I want to see who Whisper Spider was. Ooh. Such a pretty kitty. Former clan cat. There's so many former clan cats that are, like, popping up now. What's going on with the old clans? Shadowpaw can go with Heatherfur. Are we stealing? Yep, but Hornet Clan comes into view. Seem miffed by the trespass, but not yet hostile. Heatherfur smooths things over by giving them the rabbit. Yeah, with the burn, possible forest fire. We did have fires last year on the mountains, and it is possible that the old clans had, like, worse fires while that was going on. Like, on the other side of the mountain. Trickle, Howl, and Cardboard. Disagreement. Cardboard skillfully smooths over any disagreement. I swear, Cardboard, I love your name. I cannot take you seriously. Leap Swirl, Skystar, Aiden, and Cloudy Chomp. Sorry if you guys can hear the background noise. We hunt successfully. Cave Munch, Copper Speckle, Lightshade. Open. Veronica, open the door! Sorry, it's... that's playing, I can't. Hello, Hornet Clan Apprentice, I'm not letting you join. Tamago Spot, Dust Bunny, Maki Ivy. You okay, Yoshi? Yoshi, come here. Come here, Yoshi. 1 second. Yoshi, it's okay. This is just chaos stream, isn't it? Good job hunting it. Perch Dew, Leaf Cave, Lake Spots. Kits from Viper Clan. We bring them back. Freeze 2, Flintmore, Model Iris. Join the Medicine Cats. They're looking for Catmint. Leaffall indicates the last of the Catmint harvest, and Model Iris works hard to bring some home before the plants wilt and lose their potency. She somehow keeps control of her rowdy group, channeling their energies into herb gathering. Not smell enjoying. It's not as easygoing as the patrols normally are, but the more experienced cats are back her up. Thank you. Sun and Chestnut. Sunpaw accidentally topples over at one point, although Chestnut Days pretends she didn't see, hiding her smile. Very cute. Search and harvest any herbs they can get their paws on. They get poppy and mullein. We're halfway through. Rainmask has moved on from Ashleigh. Wheatheart was sharing prey with Cramig. Chasing Zoom slipped on some rocks and twisted her paw. Peachy's tail is badly injured by fallen rocks. Maki Ivy has gotten a running nose. Cloudy Chomp has been ordered by Alpheus to sit still and let her joints recover. Oh boy. Copper Speckle had a bad fall. Came back sore. Twilight Fur's infection is gone. Twilight Fur's tail is feeling better. Lyrecod tripped, sprained her paw. Aiden no longer has a running nose. There's ads in 1 minute. Hello, Lig? Whatever that name is. Who are you? Wondering about those new cats. You're a charismatic, good teacher, formidable fighter. Hello. You're pretty. Lig? Shadowpaw has been named Shadowfur in honor of her grace, and Stormspeckle has recovered from green cough. Okay then. Aw, big breeze. Counts every cat in the clan to make sure no one's missing. Leaf Swirl is feeling down. Mata Iris wonders how Tin Willow is doing. Alpheus is picking the burrs from his pelt. Tin Willow is gathering death berries. Maybe don't do that. Chestnut Days is finding Model Iris annoying. I think there's ads right now. Sunpaw is worried Leap Swirl is overworking himself. I had a feeling it was probably like Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, like some kind of over there name. I just don't know how to say it or what it's about. Like what it means. Livlig, I mean. Burdock Paw is also fully grown, tasked with lining nests with fresh moss. Hi, I want like something that I've been rooting for. Can we help this along a little more? Thank you. Peachy is crushing leaves under his paws. Silverback, not her day. It means lively in Norwegian, Swedish, Danish. Ooh, cool. Trying to set a good example. Wants to get to know Model Iris better. I can send you out together, before I forget. Ooh. Model Iris softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. I wonder if it's Flickertooth. Patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse. Dust Bunny wants to critique Stormspeckle's fighting techniques. Aiden catches extra play for Leaf Bear. Could be Milk too, or both. Lake Spots had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Stormywing just had heard a frog croaking in camp. Leaf Cave recounts the gathering from Model Iris and her patients. Chasing Zoom tries to set a good example for younger cats. Trickle Blotch is visibly stressed about something. Sharp Daisy can't find Wheatheart anywhere. He's off talking to dead cats. Stormspeckle tries to set a good example for younger cats. Revel Spider is drinking water from a nearby stream. Twilight Fur had a nice chat with Loner outside clan territory. Oleander Caw can't keep up with Lake Spots. Flintmore is worried others are judging her. Tomago Spot wonders if kitty pet life is really so bad. Maki Ivy is speaking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Ah, yes, the duality. I see they're having a discussion. Cloudy Chomp cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Basalt Rock splashes in a puddle of water during patrol. Freeze Tooth is out on a walk on the territory. Copper Speckle is proud of Cragpaw's progress. Halshade daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. My phone just died. Oops. It either died or it's doing that thing that it does where it just has the turning off screen forever. My phone's great, guys. I think it might just be the thing where it has the turning off screen forever, because it has not turned off yet. Perch Dew imagines riding a log down a rushing river. Heather Fur is basking in the sun. Lightshade is feeling a bit ill. Cave Munch is hissing in frustration. Liar Cloud is feeling nervous. Shadowfur cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. I love your adult sprite. You're a compassionate learner of lore and a great hunter. I started streaming around 3 o'clock and it is currently 4:30 for me. So about an hour and a half. Cleaning the clearing of fallen leaves. Not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Wonders what Cardboard is up to. And is wondering what the inside of a two-leg den looks like. And patrol time. So Heatherfur can go Trickle Blotch, Lightshade, and Perch Dew. Trickle Blotch needs to settle the dispute. Stutters, they don't think they're fit to lead the patrol. Cat moment. Yeah, my phone, does anyone know, like, what could cause a phone to, like, randomly start turning off and just have the Samsung Galaxy screen on, like, forever? Because it does that, and I can't fix it until it, like, actually dies. Aiden, Breezepaw, and Silverback can go out. Please don't. Oh, Breezepaw got a broken jaw. Battery problem? Maybe. Flintmore, Leap Swirl, Cave Munch, and Basalt Rock. Battery might be dying like permadeath. Lovely. No, not rogues, please. Thank you. No deaths this time. Does technology just have an issue with me in particular? My phone is, like, been needing to be replaced for, like, years. It fell off a Jeep a long, long time ago. The screen is, cracked to hell. I'm just broke. It's not even that expensive of a phone. I think it was, like, $70. I could just replace it with another one of this phone. Technology is nyokophobic. My phone is on life support. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. Fun fact, that's the reason why I don't send that many, like, animal pictures and pet share on the Discord. It's because my phone just sucks so bad to take pictures with. The camera that, like, where you can actually see what you're doing, so the camera facing out is, like, does not work at all. It's, like, completely white and fuzzy, and so the only camera that works is the one that faces me, so if I want to take a picture, I have to, like, not look at what I'm taking a picture of, and then it's still fuzzy. Cardboard, Leaf Cave, Howlshade, Rubble Spider. Conditions don't disappoint. It's going to be tough carrying all the fresh kill home. Look, I know my phone is, like, bad. I have priorities, guys. I'm saving up. I'm not saving up for a phone. I'm saving up for a Switch 2. I have priorities, guys. I have good priorities. Oleander Caw, Minkpaw, and Sharp Daisy can go out. Hello. Don't get the red berries. Thank you, it was raspberries. I want to Switch 2 because specifically Pokopia is only for the Switch 2. I believe you can play it on a Switch if someone else has a Switch too and has it, but no one else I know has a Switch too. And I also have a feeling that Generation 10 for Pokemon is going to be revealed on Pokemon Day, which is February because it's the 30th anniversary, and I know for a fact Generation 10 is going to be Switch 2 exclusive. Copper Speckle, Cragpaw, Maki Ivy, Skystar. Hello, Loner. Sorry, Loner. Hello, Storm Speckle, Twilight Fern, Lake Spots. Hello, Shrew. Narrowly misses the Shrew. Also, don't talk about any leaks that are involving the newest Pokemon generations. I know there was, like, a giant leak that, like, exposed the, like, next 10 years or something of Pokemon plans. Trying not to look at those. Cloudy Chomp, Shadowfur, Freeze-Tooth. Starts snowing. Admiring at Shadowfur at the end of the afternoon. You don't want the region to be another European country. You're sick of Europe. Yeah, I think I would like... I think I would like an Indian region the best because, we have Kufant and Kaparaja that kind of imply they're from India. So, I think it would be cool to see India. Australia, Indonesia, that would also be cool. Tamago Spot, Dust Bunny. You can join Alpheus. Going to Harvest. No time, no time. Okay. And then Tin Willow can go out. I'm going to proceed on this specifically because we do not have any kits yet. And because I'm doing this, that means that in the next 5 moons, everyone's going to have babies. Oh my god, there were so many. Hi, Koala. Elder Kit, Branch Kit, Pebble Kit, Rhyme Kit. Hello. Africa region in general would be nice. Hi, Koala. We had a koala before. I think it was J-Clan. You're childish, fast as the wind, formerly a kitty pet. Used to live on a boat. Pretty. So many babies. Elder Kit, a little shy girl, a little impulsive boy named Branch Kit. We do have Branch Root, but Branch Root is now in Hornet Clan. I think another branch is fine. Pebble Kit, a little girl, Fearless. Rhyme Kit, a little daydreamer girl. Welcome to the clan. Yeah, just not Africa as a whole turned into a region, like the entire continent. There's a lot of different places in Africa. You're saying cool video by fan-made Australia region. Does it happen to be by Prague Magic? I don't know which places he's done regions for, but I do know that he's done a lot. Teaches Sunpaw sometimes she'll need to prioritize treating her patients over listening to them. Oh boy. And time skip. Now, because I just invited a bunch of babies, everyone's going to have babies. Watch this. I see births and deaths. What did I say? Chasing Zoom announced that she is expecting kits. It's time to settle into the nursery and make sure everything is perfectly prepared. Wheatheart has a white cough. Side note, Chasing Zoom has announced that she's expecting kits. the moon after Wheatheart was talking to a dead cat. Maybe that was Wheatheart asking Melker if it was okay. Stormwing tells himself he can't let these feelings consume him. Sharp Daisy has a running nose. What did I say? Skystar and Cloudy Chomp found a litter of 2 kits and decided to adopt them. See, the game is funny. The game likes to laugh at me. I told you this was going to happen. Maki Ivy's running nose has stopped running. Maki Ivy got white cough. Copper Speckle's soreness has abated. Heatherfur was arguing with someone from Hornet Clan. Burdock Paws finished her mediator training. Skystar gives her the name Burdock Grass after her adaptability, welcoming her as a clan's new mediator. There's going to be ads in about 1 minute. I'm gonna have to figure out who that is. Minkpaw meets an injured warrior from Galaxy Clan who asks to join the clan in exchange for healing. Hi? Hi. I need to do more investigating. Anyway, let's start from back here because we got babies. There's ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. That is a beautiful little tortie. I cannot wait to see you bigger because I love torties. You're sweet, you're a little girl. Look at this little baby. And then there's Kink Kit, who snuggles up to the belly of Skystar. Skittish little boy. So they got a girl and a boy. Rhyme Kit wonders what it would be like to live in a different clan. Oh yeah, let's look at the bio parent. Hello, Cloud. Whoops. Daydreamer never sits still. Fearless never sits still. You're whining for milk. You look like you're gonna be a little twin to your parent. Branch Kit, eavesdropping on Koala. Never sit still. They all never sit still. Finding a rain mask annoying. Excuse me. Piper Arch is trying to gently correct a clanmate who is very wrong about something. Rain Mask is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Cragpod tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Cardboard for help. Breezepaw almost got lost near some 2-leg nests. I'm so sad you have a broken jaw. Minkpaw is asking Stormspeckle an important question. You're probably getting your name next moon. Shadowfur is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. She, her. Liarcloud plans to visit the medicine cat. Cave Munch is leaping into a pile of fallen leaves. Lightshade thinks about StarClan. Heatherfur is sparring with some clanmates. Perchdew saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Howlshade leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Copperspeckle can't find Leaf Cave anywhere. Freeze-Tooth was startled by a shrew while out on patrol. Basalt Rock daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Cloudy Chomp is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Maki Ivy will not allow himself to rest. Tamago Spot wants nothing more than to live by the warrior code. Flintmore is going back to check on an old fox burrow she discovered yesterday just to be safe. Oleander Caw is sparring with some clanmates. There's this. Twilight Fur is debating a conflicting belief with a clanmate. Rubble Spider is crushing leaves under his paws. Stormspeckle worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Sharp Daisy sorts the fresh kill pile from the most to least aerodynamic. Okay, Sharp Daisy. Trickle Blotch is sad Trick couldn't spend time with Hickory Toe. Fetching Perch Stew for another cat that was looking for him. Trying to set a good example for younger cats. You are expecting babies with the blessing of milk hair, I believe. Considering Wheatheart was just talking to someone. Leaf Cave catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Stormy Wing is finding Rain Mask annoying. Lake Spots is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Aiden saw a kitty pet rolling around a two-legged garden. Dust Bunny wonders about the types of plants beyond the border. Wheatheart cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Wants to get to know Kink Kit better. Wants to get to know the babies. Peachy ate a mouse while on patrol. Burdock Grass has been lazing in her nest all day and doesn't seem to want to change that. You are shameless, a good swimmer, and a dream walker. Ooh! So you got tier 2 of the dream skills. So you're not just a strange dreamer, you're a dream walker. That's really cool. Let's do some mediating. Let's do Model and Flint again. Okay, that went down a little bit. Sunpaw's glad that it's not so hot out anymore. Chestnut Days is checking up on the warriors. Tin Willow almost choked on his prey. Alpheus has the urge to wander again. Model Iris is sharing tongues with Koala. Also, Burdock, I know you just got your full name and stuff. Please get an apprentice soon. It concerns me when there's only one mediator. Leap Swirl is crushing leaves under his paws, and Skystar is thinking about new ways to care for the clan. Lovely. So let's go patrol. Skystar, let's send you out on a mate. On a date with your mate. Hello, Viper Clan? They are standoffish and cold. That's rude. Perch Dew, Heatherfur, Aiden. If he thinks he had a vision. Perch Dew notices Aiden looking at him enviously. Oh boy. Dismisses the dream as unimportant. Howlshade, Cardboard, Freeze Tooth, Rebel Spider. Hello, goats. We watch it. Cardboard leaps to the top of the boulder to watch the show. Choking a little. It's fine. Twilight Fur, Lake Spots, Basalt Rock. Hello, Angry Fox. They got a mangled leg. Twilight Fur cannot catch a break. Twilight Fur is always hurt. Flintmore, Sharp Daisy, and Minkpaw. Huge amount of prey. Copper Speckle, Storm Speckle, Stormy Wing. Would be funny if it was just all speckles. They practice hunting. We can do Silver and Model. We get Moss. Trickle Blotch, Shadow Fur, and Leap Swirl. Don't poison the clan, please. Thank you. Leaf Cave, Tomago Spot, Cave Munch. My hand, your body, and mine. Oh, didn't chase it off. Anyone who finds love in hell can do anything, baby. Lightshade, Cragpaw, Dust Bunny. Hello, large dog. That's not good. Bad large dog. Lightshade gets caught while running. It's all the rest of the patrol can do to distract the dog long enough to get him to safety. He got a broken bone. Oleander Caw can go out alone. Solo hunting. Takes a long time waiting, crouched and hiding, but it's all worth it to burst out, claws and teeth ready, prey completely unsuspecting. I'd have to think about my favorite song, but off the top of my head, probably Poison or Gravity. We're looking for elder leaves. Without Alpheus, I see. Unfortunately, the elder tree Chestnut Days has picked out seems to have a bug infestation of some kind, and she doesn't want to use these tattered, diseased-looking leaves. Oof. Tin Willow. We get Ragwort and Tansy. I also love Abel's part in I forget what the final song was called. Hear My Hope. I love Abel's part in Hear My Hope, but that's because Fall Out Boy is just good. Anyway, time skip time. I see births and deaths. It could just be about the expecting cat right now. Can't breathe. Vision's getting blurry now. Yeah. Best part, yeah. Piper Archer's weak leg feels inflamed and painful. Leap Swirl accidentally trespassed on the Viper Clan territory. Saved Cave Munch from a dog but was barely even hurt. There's a lot of dogs. A little concerning after Wastar. But Rebel Spider received yellow flower bulbs from Pebble Kit from the baby. That's so cute. Chasing Zoom hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed. Model Iris has green cough. Twilight Fur rejected Flintmore. Maki Ivy's white cough is gone. Maki Ivy's white cough is gone. Cloudy Chompa's joint bane is feeling better. Heather Fur was touching noses with Kramig. Liar Cloud can walk and move without pain. Mink Paw has... And while Skystar is not sure she has outgrown her love of pranks, the Skystar knows she was looking for death fairies. She welcomes her as a full warrior and names her Mink Ears, that's so cute, after her lightheartedness and energy. Why were you out in the frost? Kink Kit found mysterious forget-me-not flowers growing in the frost and decided to wear it. You say, why you so ears, but I have to bring up, 1 second. You say, why so ears, I have to bring up that minks are in fact not ears. That's a mink. So I think it's like the lack of ears, honestly. Why no ears? Yeah. Skystar feels like there are ants pricking her pelt. Leap Swirl wonders who will give him 9 lives. Little early to be thinking that, dude. Model Iris is wondering what the cats she helped in the past are doing. Just the chat right now. Mink no ears. Mink ears is not listening. Alpheus is eating some fresh kill. Tin Willow is wondering what living with 2 legs must be like. Chestnut Days is staring off into space. Is it about the fact your brother has like a broken bone right now? Or the fact that you're getting new little siblings? Sunpaw winked playfully at a clanmate from across the clearing. Out of curiosity, I doubt it. But out of curiosity. Yep, no childhood crushes. Burdock Grass is sharing tongues of copper speckle. Let's do... wrong cat. Let's do you and you No, actually, that went down on its own, I think. That was higher before I played the game. I am a little concerned to inform you, by the way, my phone is still on the shutting down screen. Let's see. What about this? Yeah, that's still a dislike. There we go. Peachy is trying to remember the taste of food his two legs used to give him. Silverback wonders if it's too late to become a mediator. I'm gonna hold down the power button and see if it, like, will just turn off. Cardboard tries to set a good example for younger cats. Wheatheart has the apprentices very engaged in a very, very tall tale. Dust Bunny is helping to reinforce the camp walls. Aiden feels full from sharing prey. There's ads about 1 minute. Lake spots his sparring with some clanmates. Stormwing is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Leaf Cave guards camp. Chasing Zoom wonders how Kink Kid is doing. Koala is whining about clan duties. Tricklebotch is complaining about an itch they can't quite reach. Sharp Daisy refuses to take training seriously. Storm Speckle feels inadequate about being nothing more than an ordinary warrior. Don't worry. The phone is still not turning off. Rubble Spider is asking Breezepaw an important question. That is such a pretty little flower. Power button and volume buttons. Okay, 1 second. Twilight Fur is thinking about their life choices. Galaxy Cat asks for extra work. Sure that he can handle it. Okay, that forced a restart. Thank you. Oleander Caw hopes that his next apprentice is just like Minkpaw. That's an interesting wish to have. Flintmore is eavesdropping in Oleander Caw. Tamago Spot saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. I finally hear who died. The answer's Nyoko's phone. Cloudy Chomp isn't looking around camp for someone to share tongues with. Is looking around, I mean. Basalt Rock pounds on some movement under a snow like a fox. Freeze Tooth is playing a prank on Twilight Fur. Copper Speckle can't keep up with Sunpaw. Halshade wishes she had wings to catch birds. Perchdew wonders if StarClan can hear him. Sad. Heather Fur sneezes when a snowflake lands on her nose. Lightshade is feeling silly. Cave Munch got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy. Liar Cloud is fetching Maki Ivy for another cat that was looking for him. Shadow Fur is thinking about her life choices. Mink Ears is thinking about her life choices. Childish, formidable fighter, talented swimmer. Very cute. Breezepaw never forgets to remind her clanmates of things they might have forgotten about. Cragpaw wants to earn his full name. Rainmask offers advice to cats who need it. Piper Arch can't wait for New Leaf. Elder Kit is staring off in space. Branch Kit is curious about the other clans. Pebble Kit is careful not to stand under branches with snow. Rhyme Kit is whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Kink Kit apparently snuck out in the snow and found forget-me-not flowers. Wants to have fun. You're skittish and oddly observant. And then Marigold Kit has a cute little nose. You're sweet and quick-witted. I love torties. I want more torties. Look at this. Who do we appreciate? It's baby, no money. He's always up to something. Stormy, Leap, and Rebel. Let's see. Leap, Stormy, Rebel. Practice new fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session. Cave Munch, Liar Cloud, and Cragpaw can go out. Hello, Loner. We're overpopulated. Freeze Tooth, Cardboard, Trickle Blotch, Mink Ears. Hello, Borderlines of Galaxy Clan Scent. Hello, Cat in a Tree yowling about a large dog. There's so many large dogs. Thank you. We're looking for herbs. Nice horsetail discussion, and while we also get moss. Skystar, let's send you out with Tamago Spot, Shadowfur, and Maki Ivy. Large Rat. Drops into a crouch, gets it. Nope. She suddenly hisses loudly, scaring the rat away and startling her clanmates. Explains crossly the rat was carrying a foul, sickly, sweet scent on its breath. Good job. We can do a big one. Lake Spots, Copper Speckle, Leaf Cave, Dust Bunny, Sharp Daisy, and Aiden. Lake Spots thinks he had a vision. We talked to him about it. And then Silverback can go out. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. Perchdew, Halshade, Oleander Caw. It is funny that I'm listening out for the song Oleander from Mother Mother for your sneak. Hasn't rolled so far. You guys have been very unlucky with the stream sneaks. But there is a cat just named Oleander in this clan. Hello, Two Legs. Good job. We use our presence of the weird Two Legs to help our hunt. Cloudy Chomp can go out with Heatherfur and Basalt Rock. Hello, Bird. Narrowly miss it. Hello, Flintmore and Storm Speckle. Hello, Squirrel. We get it. And then you two can go out. Don't find babies. If you do, I'm pretending I don't see it. Thank you. Slippery of Frost, and as Tin Willow falls, Alpheus catches him. It's a nice reminder that the responsibility of looking after the clan is a shared one. And the rescue also makes Tin Willow shiver pleasantly. I believe that's a crush one. Horsetail, Poppy, and Tansy. Well, you like Model I... Guys, look at Tin Willow. Little bit of a crush on Mata Iris and Alpheus. You crushing on your coworkers? And time skip. Hopefully that's just the new babies. Wheatheart no longer has white cough. Leap Swirl is no longer bruise. Sharp Daisy's running nose has stopped running. Wheatheart has been waiting eagerly to meet his offspring. At Chasing Zoom's invitation, he crawls into the nursery, purring and joining Chasing Zoom and licking their litter of 2 kits clean. Mala Iris no longer has green cough. Peachy's tail is feeling better. Basalt Rock got their paw stuck in a 2-leg trap, but she escaped with only a sprain. Heatherfur was sharing prey for Rogue, named Stag. Shadowfur was touching noses with some from Hornet Clan. Koala healed from delivering the litter. Kink Kit has kitten cough. That scares me. I think Kink Kit has a low chance of survival. Anyway, babies in the meantime. We got Cicada Kit, a little daydreamer. And we got Thorn Kit, a little unruly boy. So 2 boys. Marigold Kit is sharing tongues of Rebel Spider. Kink Kit can't find Trickle Blotch anywhere. I do not have high hopes for Kitten Cough, gonna be honest. Rhyme Kit is whining about the cold. Pebble Kit is trying to force her way into being allowed to guard camp. Branch Kit didn't get enough sleep. Elder Kit is sharing tongues of Basalt Rock. Piper Arch is picking the burrs from his pelt. Rain Mask almost got lost in some 2-leg nests. Cragpaw was recently caught humming to himself. Breezepaw is playing a prank on Leaf Cave. Mink Ears is playing with her food. Shadowfur wonders what Marigold Kit is up to. Liar Cloud thought she saw a cat, which is a 2-leg object. Cave Munch is grooming away. Ooh, congratulations on your shiny! Which one was it? Looking forward to the next gathering. Having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. That was like 17 hours or something you said, right? Toxel, aw, baby! Congratulations! Perch2 got startled by a squirrel. Halshade has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Copper Speckle is dozing off. Now 19 hours, wow. Freeze-Tooth is double-checking that the camp walls are thoroughly reinforced. Yeah, I'm not tracking how long my Chespin hunt is taking, just the amount of encounters, like resets. Basalt Rock is a bit annoyed today. Cloudy Chomp pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. Maki Ivy saw a kitty pet with no fur. Tomago Spot wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. Flint Moore saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Oleander Caw is looking forward to today. Galaxy Cat wants to hunt birds, wishes they had wings. Twilight Fur had a nice chat with a kitty pet. Rebel Spider wonders if StarClan has given Alpheus any prophecies lately. Storm Speckle slipped on some ice. Sharp Daisy took a nap in the clearing. Woke up under snow. Trickleblotch sneaks out of Trick's nest at moon high to make sure the camp's okay. Thank you. Koala tries to set a good example for younger cats. Chasing Zoom pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. Leaf Cave is relieved Gracklepelt won't have to struggle anymore. Gracklepelt died a long time ago. Stormwing is sharing tongues of Cave Munch. Lake Spots can't wait to take a nap later. Aiden woke up on the wrong side of the nest. Dust Bunny is feeling restless. Wheatheart almost choked on his prey. Patching up a hole. Wonders if she would be better as a mediator. Doing his best to learn clan customs. Found a wonderful napping spot. Saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Chestnut Days turns away without saying a word. I will say I finally shiny hunted in 2026 because I just hadn't had the time recently. Did a little bit yesterday and found my first shinies of 2026. They were a Knackley and an Amora in ZA. Turns away without saying a word when Claymate vents to her. Tinwillow is reciting the names of herbs aloud. Alpheus saw a big scary dog. Model Iris is wondering how the cats she helped in the past are doing. Leaf Swirl almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble on patrol. Skystar acted bravely on a recent patrol despite her anxieties. Also, as for the ZA DLC, I have beat the main story. I've gotten to the credits. I have not beaten the post-game story. Anyway, Silverback can go out with Flintmore and Halshade. Hello, Wounded Cat. I'm pretending I don't see you. Copper Speckle, Lake Spots, Cardboard, Cave Munch, Sharp Daisy, and Heatherfur. 2 kits from Galaxy Clan. We bring them back. Thank you, Cardboard. Guys, Cardboard and Cave Munch just brought back Galaxy Clan babies. Great names. Cragpaw can go out with Liar Cloud. Hello, Hornet Clan sent. Well then, we couldn't find it and the relation worsened. Leaf Cave, Stormywing, Tinwillow. Let's do a Medicine Cat patrol of Leaf Cave. Exhausting day, Tinwillow starts chatting with Stormywing to pass the time, but again, they have nothing in common. This couple's great. Not gonna bring up stuff from post-game for ZA for people that don't want to know about it, but there is extra stuff in the post-game for the base game, and then in the post-game for the DLC. There's also certain things in the DLC that I'm surprised they let us shiny hunt. Not saying which ones, but it's in the post-game of the DLC. Wheatheart and Skystar. Eating prey. Resist temptation. Large amount of prey. But if you know what I'm talking about, there's five certain things I'm surprised they're letting us shiny hunt in this game. Dust Bunny, Koala, Oleander Caw, Maki Ivy. Patrol sets out, trying to bring back something, anything for the fresh kill pile. Oh no! Koala just has an orphaned litter now, okay. That's sad. I'm sorry, children. I just killed your parent. Storm Speckle can go. Cloudy Chomp. Hello. Snowy Patch will do. Perch Dew, Rebel Spider, and Peachy. Hello, Mouse. We miss it. Trickle Blotch, Leap Spurl. Nice practice session. Aiden, Freeze Tooth, Shadow Fur, Tamago Spot. Not Alpheus, that's a big medicine cat patrol. There's a disagreement, guys. Talking everyone down, Tamago Spot encourages the patrol to focus on their work. There's ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate. So I don't dehydrate. Chestnut Days, let's send you out with Sunpaw. There's babies. I'm pretending we didn't see that. It's tense. They're tense and it shows. Even though it shouldn't be this hard to find any herbs, they fail to find even a single one. They return to camp frustrated and irritated. Yeah, Koala just died. Time skip? I see births and deaths. It might just be Koala. Piper Arch is no longer suffering from joint pain. Chasing Zoom recovered from sprain. Silverback found a little patch of poppies and gave them the Flintmore. That's cute. Dust Bunny saved Copper Speckle from a dog. Barely even hurt. Tamago Spot went missing for a few days. Copper Speckle broke his leg falling down the mountain. Heatherfur was touching noses with Kramig. I think you specifically already did that this year. Twilight Fur's mangled leg is looking better. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm sad. Breeze Paw and Kink Kit? What would your full name have been? Kink Spots. Aw, baby. And then Breeze Paw died from a broken jaw. You would have been Breeze Stone. I'm sad. And then in the middle of that, Cragleaf is named, honored for his... What is gregariousness? What does that mean? Galaxy Cat, I don't know anymore, has recovered from his mangled tail. MossClan is shocked by Sunpaw's outburst and wails and cries at Breezepaw's vigil. She flees camp to process this shattering loss on her own. Sad. So much grief and death has taken the toll on the cats of MossClan. Rebel Spider and Howlshade are particularly shaken. Like friendliness. Sociable. Thank you. Gregness. Honored for their Greg. Okay. I'm starting at the babies. Cicada Kit is a daydreamer and a picky nest builder. Thorn Kit is an unruly kitten who's also interested in oddities, whining about the cold. Marigold Kit is tidying up the nursery. Rhyme Kit is busying herself with too much work to forget about Koala's death. Sadness. They're all of Koala's babies are going to be grieving her. Watch this. Nope, Pebble Kit's just whining about the cold. Branch Kit stares at Koala's vigil longingly, doesn't feel right to join in. Elder Kit sleeps in Koala's nest tonight. Good luck on your Applin and Sinisty hunts. Piper Arch is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Rainmask has slipped on some ice under the snow. Hi, Yoshi. Cragleaf is wondering if there are clans other than the ones in his area. At this point, I don't even know anymore. Everyone keeps coming over here. Mink Ear sneezes when a snowflake landed on her nose. Shadow Fur pounds on some movement under the snow like a fox. Liar Cloud is giving advice to Marigold Kit. Cave Munch is craving fish. He's whining about the cold because their mother isn't there anymore. Oh yeah, didn't Koala freeze to death? Lightshade deeply apologizes for a mistake he's made and tries to fix it. Heatherfur is staring off into space. Perchty wonders if StarClan can hear him. He's been thinking that a lot. I'll send you out with Chestnut again. Halshade is saw some wandering two legs. Copper Speckle is sparring with some clanmates. Freeze-Tooth counts every cat in the clan to make sure nobody's missing. The Salt Rock is playing a prank on Chestnut Days. I think there's another moon after this, but we're almost done. Still need to kink Kit even though they're gone. That's so sad. Maki Ivy takes pride in how well run his patrols always are. Tomago Spot reported a clanmate for breaking the code. Interesting after you go missing for a few days. Flintmore is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Oleander Caw is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. Galaxy Cat doesn't think twice before correcting a clanmate on something minor. Twilight Fur doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Revel Spider wants to compliment Freeze-Tooth's fighting techniques. Storm Speckle pounds on some movement under the snow like a fox. Sharp Daisy has been playing tricks on her fellow clanmates. Trickleblotch is sitting quietly on the far side of camp. Chasing Zoom can't wait for New Leaf. Leaf Cave wants to get to know Oleander Caw better. Stormy Wing is sharing tongues with Peachy. Lake Spot sneezes when a snowflake landed on his nose. Aiden thought he saw a cat, but just a two-legged object that looked like one. Dust Bunny wants to compliment Silverback's fighting techniques. Wheatheart wonders how Stormy Wing is doing. Cardboard is busying herself with too much work to forget about Breezepaw's death. I'm sad. Silverback is humming a tune she heard near Two-Leg Plays. Peachy tried to set a good example for younger cats. Burdock Grass is giving advice to Leaf Cave. Is there anyone with Leaf Cave I wanted to mediate? Let's see. There was Piper Arch. How bad is this? Yeah, let's mediate that. Dislike did not go down. Sunpaw is ready to take care of any patients. You might get your name next moon. I don't know with the fact you're not doing a patrol, but we'll see. Chestnut Days grumbles when a warrior asks for herbs for a simple bellyache. Timolo wonders how Burdock Grass is doing. Alpheus is picking birds from his pelt. Model Iris saw Two-Leg petting a loner. Leaf's Roll is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. And Skystar slips out of camp to visit Kink Kit's grave. Sad. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, etc. with patrols, so. Lake Spots. Aiden, Rebel Spider, Liar Cloud, Leaf Cave, Flintmore. Leaf Cave had a vision. They talked to her about it. Heatherfur. Cardboard. Cragleaf, Tomago Spot, and Shadowfur. Telling a story of their ancestors. Tomago Spot spins a vivid, engaging tale of a massive war their ancestors fought over the border. The patrol is heading to Marg. Not only does it keep every cat entertained, but it also emphasizes the importance of the patrol and motivates everyone. Freeze-Tooth, Galaxy Cat, Stormy Wing, and Twilight Fur. New fighting techniques. Galaxy Cat takes charge and coordinates exercise for the training patrol. Yoshi, okay? Yoshi. Yoshi. I got you. It's okay, Yoshi. Again, if you missed the previous streams, Yoshi's heart's doing a little worse. Cloudy Chomp can go out with Sharp Daisy and Dust Bunny. I think we're on free now. Sorry, Lona, we're over full. Maki, Ivy, and Skystar. J-Clan sent. Well then, a dog killed Maki Ivy on a J-Clan patrol. That's sad. Oh, 7's the Maki Ivy. No Twilight Maki. Or Maki Freeze. That's sad. Not the Westies. Year of Dog Deaths, yeah. Dream. Can't make sense of the vision. Oh yeah, we were gonna do a Chestnut Perch patrol. We're getting Moss. Good job. I love this song. It's Cat from Milgram. I can't sing it, it's in Japanese. Silverback, Leap Swirl. Sorry, Cat. Wheat Heart, Trickle Blotch, Mink Ears. I see people that know what Cat is. 2-on-1 fighting. Tricklebot suggests that Trick and Mink Ears team up against Wheatheart. As soon as they attack, Wheatheart turns tail and sprints off. Oh boy. I woke up the Milgram sleeper agents. Halshade, Peachy, Oleander Cost, Storm Speckle can go out. Don't poison yourself, please. Thank you. Turns to Oleander Caw, makes a series of pain squeaks. Peachy orders a retreat. Smells the disgusting scent of crow food from the rat's breath. Don't find babies. Thank you. Burdock was gathered. Tin Willow and Model Iris are now having that moment of catching each other. And Last Moon. I see births and deaths. Tin Willow overexerted himself. It might just be Maki. Trickleblotch went for a long walk this morning, deep in thought. Rebel Spider is no longer in shock. Dust Bunny's bruises are gone. Basalt Rock's sprain is feeling better. Oh, Copper Speckle died. From the broken bone. Halshade's shock is gone. Milk Ears has a running nose. Cragleaf has a running nose. Elder Kit has a running nose. In the middle of Camp Red, as he's about to pounce, Branch Kit falls to the ground and begins shaking, a seizure rolling through his little body. Oh no, baby! Branch Kit has a seizure prone for their permanent condition. Skystar is fetching Wheatheart for another cat that was looking for him. Leapsrow cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Model Iris is grateful to Tin Willow for her treatment. I'm gonna let Model Iris retire. We just got 2 Milgram songs back to back. After Pain is playing now. Alpheus is fetching cardboard for another cat that was looking for her. Tin Willow is tending some growing herbs. Chestnut Days scorns the idea of needing help from anyone. Also a bop, yeah. Really love this song. Sunpaw is feeling silly. Yeah, Afterpain is a fitting song, yeah. Burdock Grass is feeling exhausted from Clamate's bickering. Let's do... Can we try Rain and Trickle again? Dislike still didn't go down. Peachy catches Branch Kit climbing a bit too high. Silverback wonders if it's too late to become a mediator. Oh, that is scary considering Branch Kit just had a seizure like this moon. Cardboard regretting not going to sleep earlier. Wheatheart looking around, finding more prey. Defensively, Sage doesn't need any comfort about Maki Ivy's death. Sad. Aiden helped bury Copper Speckle, leaving his favorite prey at the grave. Sad. Leg Spots is watching some cats come and go. Stormwing pretends to be busy. Leaf Cave is singing a song in memory of Copper Speckle at the vigil. Chasing Zoom is sparring with some clanmates. Trickle Blotch purrs as a cool breeze hits Trick. Sharp Daisy saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Storm Speckle can't wait to take a nap. Rubble Spider pretends to be busy. Twilight Fur is sharing tongues with Peachy. Galaxy Cat is soaking in the newly formed. Oleander Cobb wonders what type of apprentice Kink Kit would have been. I'm so sad, don't make me sadder. Flintmore is watching the sky for hawks. Cute poppies. Tomago Spot defensively states that she doesn't need any comfort about Maki Ivy's death. You and your mom. Cloudy Chomp purrs as a cool breeze hits her. There's ads right now. I'm going to hydrate before I dehydrate. Hiding her tears as she comforts others about Maki Ivy's passing. Freeze-Tooth is finding Rhyme Kid annoying. Be nice to the baby. Halshade does their best to console her claymates about Copper Speckle's death. Perchdew is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Heatherfur is fetching Sunpaw for someone that was looking for her. I need to learn how to actually sing these songs. A bit annoyed today. Cave Munch is daydreaming. Liar Cloud playing a prank on Silverback. Shadowfur brought Model Iris a berry to identify. Mink Ears is playing a prank on Leaf Cave. Cragleaf is purring loudly. Rainmask hopes her legacy will continue on after her death. What is with the Milgram songs? This is the third one in a row. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's the second Fuda song. Recounting daring expeditions for the younger cats. Model Iris is grateful to Tin Willow for her treatment. Backdraft, yeah, that one. Elder Kit cowers her nest during a storm. Branch Kit can't find Wheatheart anywhere. Pebble Kit is playing a prank on Sharp Daisy. Rat activated. Rhyme Kit falls asleep in the Elder's Den while listening to a story. That's so cute. Poor little baby Rhyme Kit. Marigold Kit purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Thorn Kit purrs as a cool breeze hits him. And Cicada Kit wonders what it would be like to be a leader. Someone mentioned looking at the Dark Forest, so before we leave. Staring at the StarClan border. Watching Burdock Grass with a sly smile. Leave her alone. Crying. Resents the clan. Feels the shadows. Cloudy, let's send you out with Sky. Hello, Badgers. It's always Badgers. We always do a stakeout. Galaxy Cat can go out with Peachy and Lake Spots. Hello, Ghost Stories. Is there anyone... Galaxy Cat tells a thrilling tale. Is there anyone in particular you guys want to send out before we end stream? Because this is the last patrols. Nakali. is in the Dark Forest. The guy that went on, and betrayed MossClan and was a Hornet Clan cat. We could do a deputy solo. Perch and Chestnut, family patrols. Hello, Yappy Dog. I'm sorry, we're not gonna risk getting a cat to join. Perch do comments about his legacy. Spend their time discussing how to start clan. The end of their life does not mean the true end. Perch thinks Chestnut days and helps bring back the herbs. I don't think there is any apprentices. Let's see. We could do dust money with, Tamago Spot. Hello, Galaxy Clown. Nice conversation. Any other particular ones? Sorry about that. Got distracted by dog. Wanted to make sure they were okay. I don't see any more suggestions, so I see Wheatheart solo. Stunning. Wait, wasn't he supposed to be training? Just some solos? Leaf Cave. Are you gonna kill Leaf Cave? Yes. Sad. You did this. I'm sad. I send out 2 cats together. Mink Ears Cave Munch. Hello. Hi, Colby. Colby's coming over. Let's see if he wrecks stream. Heatherfur. Cardboard Trickle Blotch. We go hunting. Silverback, Cragleaf, Freeze Tooth, Rebel Spider. Hi, Colby. They find nothing, actually nothing. This isn't just bad luck, this is something spooking the local prey away. It needs to be reported back to camp straight away. Colby, you are trying to cuddle the microphone. Oleander Cob, Basalt Rock, Stormspeckle, Flintmore, and Shadowfur. No one steps up to teach. Good job, guys. Shark Daisy, Aiden. Colby scared the prey away, yeah. Sharp Daisy gets the mouse. Liar Cloud, Twilight Fur. Wounded Cat, sorry, Wounded Cat. Stormy Wing, let's send you out with, all the medicine cats, it's fine. Getting cobwebs. Alpheus merps with laughter watching Stormwing parade around with such a big bundle of cobwebs that he keeps colliding with things in his path he can't see. Isn't Stormy blind anyway? Out of curiosity, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Stormy Wing's already blind. That shouldn't affect things. But, yeah. That was a stream. So, we let Model Iris retire. We have a new medicine cat apprentice who's not doing the best. Sunpaw, we have a new mediator. Alpheus died. Not Alpheus, Ashleep died. And I think that's it for the art updating. Lots of other people died, and we have babies. Some of the babies died. But yeah, that's a stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry it was another late one. And I will see you next time. Not sure when the next stream's gonna be. It's not gonna be a clan one, obviously. We finished all of those. I might stream some apprentice art. but not sure when that will happen or if that will happen, so probably gonna be a break for streams, but I will see you next time. Peace!